This is my son. He's 5 months old here, and right now he's in a baby acrobatics class. But don't worry, he's not in any danger. This is actually a good thing for him. He's being held by this guy, Bello Bahar, a world-famous gymnast, contortionist, star of America's Got Talent, a Guinness World Record holder, and a pioneer of baby exercises. He's probably the most energetic 60-year-old you will ever meet, and he's got great taste in t-shirts. So why am I doing this with my baby? What even is baby acrobatics, and is this really helping him and every other baby who tries it? Velo and I are both from Estonia. It's a small country right here over beneath Finland. Baby acrobatics isn't exactly mainstream here either, but we do have some parenting practices that might not be the norm in other countries. It's not uncommon for babies to sleep outside during cold winters, or for children to go winter swimming. We encourage foraging and being outside, and we aren't modest with strangers. We also have a generous paid time off work and stay home with our children until they are 1 to 3 years old. I guess you could say that we have societal values that prioritize movement and connection. I will admit that baby acrobatics is a bit controversial. People have a lot of opinions about it, and you don't have to look very far to find negative comments. However, to be honest, I never even knew or thought of this as being something controversial in any way. It's only just recently while making this video that I learned about this, because all I saw were the wonderful benefits that it could bring to my son. As a new dad, I was afraid to handle my son. I treated him like he was this fragile piece of glass that would break any moment. But this class helped me become confident in me holding my own baby. During the first class when I was here, I was afraid to hold Oscar properly. He was a 3-month-old. I didn't know how to handle him, how to hold him. I thought he's fragile. Any wrong move that I do, he's gonna break or I'm gonna drop him. I didn't trust myself, but during the class, after the class, I realized like, hey, they're resilient. They like to be playing around and moving around and be thrown around and all these things. It's fun for them. He was like smiling constantly, and this gave me the confidence to really handle him with care, and it's a real relationship builder as well, has been for us. So if you've never been exposed to this kind of gymnastics, it's initially shocking to see, but once the shock has faded, you quickly learn how beneficial it is to the child. Number one, it promotes physical development through movement and helps their motor development, muscle strength, coordination and balance. Number two, it actually stimulates the brain development from sensory processing to spatial awareness and perception, and it also enhances concentration and memory. All of these intricate movements and sequences involved in gymnastic routines require concentration, memory and problem-solving skills, and consistent practice enhances these cognitive abilities, which can, for example, positively impact then even future academic performance, especially since we now know how much movement affects your brain. Number three, it also strengthens the parent-child bond, which I've definitely experienced firsthand. Number four, it boosts their confidence and resilience, which then lays the foundation for positive self-image and growth. And finally, number five, it encourages social interaction by providing an environment for infants to interact with adults and other humans. Plus, they just love it. With every sport and activity that you do, there are always risks. So of course, there are risks involved with baby acrobatics. But what we do with our babies in this class is just as dangerous as the things a child might be exposed to at home. For example, at home, they could fall on hard surfaces or you could accidentally drop them. There are also dangers in propping babies up and making them sit before their bodies are ready for it. And same with buckling them in chairs or leaving them to sit in rockers for too long. All of this can prohibit their natural curiosity for movement, which is something that this class definitely does not do. For example, Oscar has bumped his head many times when learning how to crawl, whereas in the gymnastic classes, he's always been completely safe. There are a lot of misconceptions about baby acrobatics, and the biggest one that people talk about often is the shaken baby syndrome. This is a very serious head injury that happens when a baby is shaken violently, causing their brain to move around in their skull. Shaken baby syndrome is almost always linked to child abuse, and I want to be very clear. In an acrobatics class, babies are never shaken.
I never teach this kind of exercises. I always move very safely. Each movement is very controlled.
In class, we start out very slow and take 15 to 20 minutes just warming up, doing very simple exercises and movements to ensure the safety of everyone. But is there any benefit into doing this when you don't want your children to become athletes, or what's like the general benefit? Why are people doing this? I know why I'm doing this, but like from your experience.
I think that all children will have very good coordination. They always smart. I knew so many children when they grow up, they will play very good chess or mathematics. People are afraid that she's some kind shaking baby syndrome.
But we're not shaking.
But it's like drunk people, very nervous. Take here. Well, it's shaken.
Yeah.
But I do
It's gentle.
It's very
this
gentle.
kind movement.
A lot of comments online express concern that these exercises might hurt the baby's muscles and joints, but we are taught very carefully how to hold and where to provide extra support on the baby's body to keep them safe. For example, there's this video on Velo's Instagram of him swinging a baby, and it's gotten more than 30 million views, and it caused a full uproar from Estonia to all over the world. And while yes, this does look extreme, but the baby is not being hurt in any way. Velo knows exactly how to hold the baby, how to move him, and how to swing him. In class, we don't do routines this advanced, but we are still taught how to properly hold and handle the babies. And also, babies have the capacity to grip and hang. They do it all the time on their own, and it's a great thing to encourage. In addition to all the benefits that I named before, building grip strength in babies is important because it basically sets a foundation for overall health in adults. By promoting muscle strength and motor skills early, we also indirectly influence long-term health outcomes. And this is also fascinating. Activities that involve gripping and hanging can enhance neural development by promoting the formation of new neural connections. Translation: this can lead to improved cognitive functions such as problem-solving skills and memory as the child grows. There are also many other benefits involved in developing grip strength. It improves bone density, joint health, emotional regulation, stress relief, and the list goes on. Children who engage in activities like hanging are known to have better sensory processing abilities, which helps in their behavioral development. Babies cry a lot. It's normal for a baby to cry a little bit during class. Some babies are not ready for all the exercises, so you have to pay attention to where they're at in their development. And if you don't know what you're doing, then yes, this is incredibly dangerous for a baby. But in every class, the adults are alert and present and given detailed guidance on how to properly do an exercise before we try it. No child is ever put in harm's way. We listen to how a child responds to a move, and we keep their best interests in mind first and foremost. I hope that by now you're a little bit less shocked by the concept of baby acrobatics and understand why parents like me are doing this with our babies. And some tips from me for you at home wanting to try. Remember to always be present in the moment and start slow. Then consider the safety of your environment. Make sure you have an open space and try some exercises on a surface like a bed where the cushioning is soft. Participating in baby acrobatics has helped me build confidence as a parent and be more connected to my child's growth, and we can see how strong and resilient he is, and ultimately is a happy, healthy baby, which is all that we can ask for. Thank you for watching.